Good day, everyone. So yes, I'm running Kokomi and Xiangling in, I don't know what you'd call this, some international variant, but the point is they don't really work well in an environment like this, and that's what we'll be talking about in today's video. So the obvious reaction that a lot of people might have is, well, duh, it's because of Kokomi's Hydra application. That's really the problem, Kokomi, the Hydra application, and I'm not really so sure that this is the full reason. So let me explain. When you play Kokomi and Xiangling in Sukokumon, they really work well together. So this then just begs the question, is it really Kokomi's Hydra application that kind of makes this team feel very sluggish? Well, not really. So this is, I think, what's happening. You've got two things. You've got Kokomi fighting for on-field time with Bennett and Xiangling, and this means that because Xiangling is so energy hungry, you can often end up with these sluggish rotations where you either don't have energy on your Kokomi or you need energy on your Bennett and your Xiangling, whereas if you replace Kokomi with Xingshu, well, you can still, whilst you're carrying out your rotation, keep on funneling energy for Bennett and Xiangling. This is obviously really much in contrast with what you have in Sukokumon. In Sukokumon, you have all of the units taking not equal field time, but you cycle through all of the units much more evenly. You have much more particles that are being generated, but also you have something more interesting happening. In a Sukokumon environment, Kokomi is the kind of Bennett of the team. She is using Thrilling Tales to buff up Xiangling and to heal the party. Sucrose is going to take the role of, like as you can see here with Kazuha, by shredding the opponent's resistance, and obviously passing some EM buffs to Xiangling, who's going to vaporize it off of Kokomi's Hydra application and also trigger some other reactions. So it's very obvious here that the problem is your supports. It's the kind of supports that you're running. In a national team like this, everything is funneled towards Xiangling, but in a Sukokumon environment, you are playing this reaction-based team, and you're doing so in a very clever way that utilizes all of the different aspects. So for instance, in this team here in the background, you're not really going to use Guoba in the national team for anything significant, but in Sukokumon, the E skill of Xiangling is actually valuable. Guoba is actually one of the key parts to you doing quite a bit of damage, because you have to swirl your Guoba very effectively. And I think the point I'm really trying to make is that the team structure that you're using and the supports you're using leads to emerging synergy between Kokomi and Xiangling in Sukokumon, whereas in a team, as you can see here, that's more focused on a hyper carry play style, you really lose synergy. And I think that's really ultimately the explanation of why Kokomi is not used in teams like this. And I also think the other thing is Kokomi does not have a strong nuke, whereas if someone like Xingshu or Tartaglia can actually benefit quite a lot in a hyper carry team like this, because they're not HP scaling units. So in that sense, the emerging behavior caused from Bennett and Kazuha does not benefit Kokomi as much. But in any case, hopefully you found this little short discussion interesting. Let me know what you guys think down below. Cheers.